The 2026 Ford F-150 isn't just another model year. It represents a tipping point in full-size trucks. Performance, efficiency, and versatility are being pushed to new extremes. Ford's engine lineup for this year doesn't merely build on what came before. It redefines what you can expect from a pickup. By combining powerful internal combustion engines, hybrid tech, and finely tuned trims, the 2026 F-150 delivers something that's going to surprise many. What's different? The new engine lineup for 2026. Rather than introducing an entirely new redesign, Ford has largely carried over the F-150's exterior design. What is new is a refined set of powertrains, choices that stretch from modest work-ready torque to supercharged performance mania. Here are the headline numbers driving the excitement. A 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6 producing about 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. A stronger 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 with 400 pa and 500 pound-feet of torque. There's also a high-output version that bumps that to 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet. For classic enthusiasts, the naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V8 remains, delivering about 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet. But the big headline is the Raptor R trim, with a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 putting out around 720 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. That's a monster. In between, there's a hybrid setup that pairs the 3.5L twin-turbo V6 with electric motors, producing 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet. All engines are coupled with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Rear-wheel drive is standard, while four-wheel drive is an option. Why experts are really impressed. Having these numbers is one thing. What makes the 2026 F-150's engines especially impressive, according to experts, is how they balance power, efficiency, and real-world usability. 1. Versatility across use cases. Whether you're hauling equipment, off-roading, or looking for daily driving comfort, the engine lineup lets you pick what best fits. The 2.7L twin-turbo gives enough muscle for work without massive fuel penalties. The hybrid adds torque and efficiency in situations where stop-start, towing, or mixed driving matter. The Raptor R caters to performance junkies. The F-150 remains a Swiss Army knife of trucks. 2. Performance doesn't compromise efficiency in many cases. Experts note the hybrid's strength, not just raw numbers, but the way electric assist improves torque delivery at low RPM, which is one of the hardest things for big pickups to get right. For many drivers, that means better towing, better response, and often better fuel economy in mixed or city driving. 3. Supercharged V8 with massive output. The Raptor R's 720 horsepower is more than just a number. It's a statement. It puts the F-150 into a rarefied performance class where supertrucks go. For those who want raw power and don't mind its fuel consumption, that engine delivers visceral satisfaction. Experts expect it to dominate any discussion about what trucks can do. 4. Maturity and refining rather than wholesale redesign. Because Ford hasn't radically changed the body or core structure for 2026, they've had more room to polish what already works. Engines, trims, options, tech. That means issues are fewer, reliability is better, and the bugs are worked out. Experts often prefer this path over constant redesigns that introduce new problems. What it means for buyers. These engine choices carry real implications for how people will use this truck, how much it'll cost them over time, and whether the F-150 remains top dog in the full-size class. Fuel costs and ownership. Going for the supercharged V8 will mean you're paying for performance in fuel, but smaller turbos, and especially the hybrid, will help offset running costs. For many buyers, the hybrid will make the difference in long-term cost of ownership. Towing and hauling capability. The higher torque numbers, especially in the 3.5L twin-turbo and hybrid, mean better low-end pull. Important when towing heavy loads, descending or ascending grades, or when driving in conditions where torque matters more than top horsepower. This strengthens the F-150's utility in work, recreation, and commercial roles. Resale and market positioning. Trucks that offer both performance and efficiency tend to age better in the eyes of buyers. The 2026 F-150 is likely to retain value well, especially the trims that offer hybrid options or high-output V6s, because those balance utility and cost in ways that align with shifting customer priorities: fuel economy, emissions, capability. Competition. Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, Toyota. They're pushing, but Ford's broad spread of engine options gives it a strong competitive advantage. A buyer can choose based on what matters most: lowest cost of operation, maximum power, or a balance. Many rivals don't offer as much variety with comparable numbers. Experts see that as a key reason the F-150 will continue dominating its segment. Possible weaknesses and trade-offs. No engine is perfect. Experts also warn that with high power comes high cost, in multiple senses. The fuel consumption of the supercharged V8 likely will be very high. Even with modern engineering, it won't compete on efficiency. If driven hard or in urban settings, owner satisfaction may suffer unless expectations are managed. The hybrid variant and electric assist features, while promising, introduce complexity. More components that can fail, possibly more maintenance or repair cost. Also, hybrids often show their fuel efficiency gains only under certain driving conditions: steady speeds, frequent stop-start, or towing. Those who drive mostly highway might see diminishing returns. In harsh environments, extreme cold, dusty off-road, heavy loads, turbocharged engines and hybrids tend to require stricter maintenance. Air filtration, cooling, oil quality all become more critical. Cost up front. Higher trims, performance options, hybrid systems cost more initially. Depending on incentives, availability, and local fuel prices, the payback period on the more efficient options may stretch out long. Expert insight and predictions. Experts in automotive engineering, truck design, and automotive journalism are making a few predictions and observations based on the 2026 F-150's engine moves. They predict Ford will continue to refine turbo V6s rather than force V8s everywhere. The high-output twin-turbo V6 options are strong enough that many will no longer demand V8s except for pure performance or prestige. The V6s may become good enough plus for most users. The hybrid version could become the sweet spot in the lineup, where sufficient power meets economy, especially for those who use the truck both for work and daily driving. It might become the high-volume choice, especially if fuel prices or regulatory pressures push toward lower emissions. The superpower trims like Raptor R are likely to become halo models. Not high sales volume, but excellent for brand image, showing what the F-150 can do, drawing attention. They help sell the rest of the lineup too. In markets outside the US, regulatory pressure, emissions, fuel economy will mean that the smaller turbocharged and hybrid options will be particularly attractive. Ford's flexibility in offering multiple powertrains may give it an edge globally, especially as many countries tighten efficiency and emissions standards. Conclusion: the 2026 Ford F-150's engine lineup is a bold statement. Performance without apology, efficiency without compromise, and versatility as a core promise. It's not merely about adding power. It's about giving the buyer real choices, where power, efficiency, cost, and use case are balanced. Whether you're towing trailers, commuting, working sites, or simply want that driver-pleasing growl from a supercharged V8, there's an F-150 engine for you. If Ford's execution matches these specs, the new F-150 won't just look like a great truck, it will be a landmark of what full-size pickups can do in 2026.